to Peaked. New episode, doing a new studio for the time being. While we, dick around and figure stuff out.
Try some shit out.
Yeah. And shout out Third Wheel Podcast Studio. I mean, there's literally a sign right there that's got the name of it, and I fucking couldn't remember. Yeah. Love you, Mike. Love everybody. Hey, welcome to Peaked. My name's Frank Castillo. This is JP.
What's up, yo?
Hey, JP, where's our guest today?
Fucking someone sent him to the wrong studio.
I wonder who that was.
It wasn't me.
Oh, it was definitely me. So we're going to get this started. We'll just do this beginning, just you and me, catch up. How you been?
Good, bro. Good. It's been kind of chilling a lot. What the fucking dude? I went to Disneyland last week.
How was that?
It was sick. The homies, Kim and Cam, won tickets on the Woody show, like on the radio, and so they won at like 8 p.m. They kicked everyone out of the park except for people who won like these tickets and had wristbands on, and so we got to ride everything. And like their longest wait was like 25 minutes. It was so sick. And then it was the nicest shit.
That's fucking amazing.
They stayed open later too, so it was like 8 to midnight, where I think normally California Adventure closes even like at 10 on the weekends. So it was rad.
Being able to like enjoy Disneyland by yourself is just the best. They did that for our senior prom at the high school we were going to. So they kicked everyone out, but it was only senior classes at this Disneyland, and I think it was only like 7 or 6 other schools. This is graduating senior classes. So even then, it wasn't like a lot of people.
Yeah, it's like 3,000 people in a giant park.
It was dope. How much edibles have you taken? Because I could see it on your face right
now. Like 550.
Jesus.
But I'm like trying some live resin gummies, so they're there.
Jesus. And we have a new producer. Introduce yourself.
Oh, hi. My name is Mike.
Mike in the back. What's up, dog? And you were stone cold sober, right?
100%.
Oh, all right. What's it like staring at us fucking heathens?
It's like going back to college, man.
Is it? Oh, yeah. You're like, I'm so glad I just stuck with what I'm doing. That's great. So what are we smoking on today?
This one, you went out and picked up some
Oh my God, it's still fucking
PUFFCO.
Wow.
Number 1. You went and picked up some live rosin from Frosty. From Frosty Hash. The strain's called Gak Pack. I've never actually I haven't had the pleasure of trying it. This is actually my very first smoke of it. So it'll be kind of fun breaking it down. So far off the nose, though, I got a kind of very interesting smell. Because the cross in that's going to be papaya cake and Gak melon. Gak melon, the breeder's kind of keeping whatever Gak is secret. It's a mystery strain. No matter where I looked it up, everything just kind of has unknown genetics behind it. And then it's watermelon Skittles crossed with Gak.
Does that happen?
Gak melon.
Does that happen often? People just keeping their shit secret?
Sometimes. A lot of times it's also maybe like they were the ones who like were able to create that pheno, and so they're the only ones who created it. So like they just don't want people like copying it. So I mean,
because that happens for sure. A lot.
I would say like a lot of bigger companies try to keep it that way. But eventually cuts do kind of get out, or seeds get sold, or kind of whatever.
Someone's ex-girlfriend gets very upset and takes your seeds.
I'm not even fucking kidding. Yeah, dude. There's a lot of like weird stuff like that with ex-girlfriends and growers.
Isn't that crazy? People like how you're. Isn't it crazy how exes can just ruin your lives?
Mine have all been pretty nice, thankfully.
Oh, mine have been pretty nice. A lot of my father's exes have thoroughly enjoyed trying to ruin my life.
Which is crazy because it's not even nothing to fucking do with you.
Absolutely insane. And it's always so funny, too, because, like, this has only happened a few times where my father's exes will slide in my DMs, especially right when they break up. And they'll try to, like, say mean shit to me, but they don't realize that, like, I'm really good at saying mean shit. So, like, yeah, it just backfires.
Yeah, lady, this is what I do.
Yeah. One of my dad's exes, not the current one, but the one before, she, like, sent me a message, just kind of just being an asshole, and I fucking unloaded on her because I told her that I didn't want my father to see her anymore because, she exacerbates his drinking. And she was like, it's the same thing, especially, like, with alcoholic women. They're always just like, I pay for everything. I do all these things. And it's like that's just because you do all those good things doesn't mean that you still can't be an abusive, toxic person. Right. And I told her that, and she was like, fuck you. You're the worst, blah, blah. And then I said, this is when I know, like, I need to, like, hold back, but I don't. I never say anything extremely mean or, like, cursing or anything like that. Like, I never call him a cunt or anything because immediately you lose. But what I said was, I'm trying to get my father to stop drinking because I care about him a lot. eventually when your kids love you enough, hopefully they'll do you the same. And I said that, and it was one of those things because I know for a fact that her name was Terry. I knew for a fact that her kids didn't like her and also had problems with her drinking. So it was one of those things that like what I said was extremely truthful, but also like that shit fucking yeah.
Straight
Yeah,
to the heart,
yeah.
bro.
It's like 24 hours later, she sent me a message. She was like, I went out and was drinking a lot, and I can't believe you said those things. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. To be able to like, I got you so bad you went out and drank.
You're fucking terrible.
Yeah, I'm a pretty bad person.
Trust me, I'm all about that petty shit. I'm not very good.
I don't know. I'm just very protective of
it,
my
but-
family, you know?
No, for sure. But I mean, I think it's, you know, it's all you got, right?
Yeah.
Take care of them.
I don't know. Is you ever had anyone crazy, toxic, like something like that, like in your family? Or like
my pops was, but like my mom kind of bounced when I was super young, so she kind of like really kind of got away from a lot of that. And then like my like dad's family kind of when I was growing up was weird about shit. But like everyone kind of gets older and grows up and comes back. I mean, you know, everything's all good now.
That's good.
But you know, that's about it. Honestly, my mom was
Substance
kinda like,
abuse.
without a doubt, dude. It's fucking crazy. Dude. It's insane.
I do think about that a lot. I see how much my family drinks, and then I think about how much I do weed, and I go, "Oh, that's obviously like a continuation."
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
but it's just like,
it's just in all aspects safer.
yeah,
You know what
absolutely.
I mean?
Someone was like, I remember I got in an argument with another one of my dad's girls, but she was like, we got in an argument about drinking and alcoholism. She was like, I have cirrhosis of the liver, so I do need to stop drinking, but it's so hard. And I just don't think I'm ever going to stop. And I was like, it's killing you. Like, you should stop. And she was just like, well, you smoke weed all the time. And I go, and? She was like, well, I hear it makes you dumb. And I was like, well, it also doesn't make me dead. You know what I mean? Like, if a doctor told me to stop smoking, I would stop smoking.
I would
right?
think about it.
Yeah, I'd think about it. And, but it was just such a weird, like, grandstanding position to take where I'm just like, you're literally shaking if you don't drink alcohol.
No.
Like, you will go through withdrawals if you don't have enough
No.
because of how much you've had.
The most I get is grumpy.
Yeah.
My weed.
Yeah. The most I'll get is like grumpy. Yeah. And then I'll save $120 on DoorDash.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. It does feel good, you know, being able to make money off of weed, though, you know?
Oh, dude, that's literally, thankfully, my entire fucking career, my livelihood.
Yeah. If I wasn't making money off of weed, I think it'd be a totally different. Yeah, I think then it'd be a problem. You know what I mean?
Like literally, like me having a job and weed and going as far as I have kind of helped my mom really kind of turn a corner. She really wasn't like super against it, but like she was always like, "Well, your dad smoked weed; he's a fucking loser." So I mean, you smoke weed, you're a loser.
Yeah.
But then like as I kind of got a job, became like relatively successful in it. You know, she can't like not admit that it's done good things.
Exactly. Yeah, you're like, well, hey, look,
It pays my rent.
Yeah, it's hard to be. Yeah, exactly. But also selling drugs pays. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it pays my rent, and I have like pay stubs.
Exactly. Yeah. I have pay stubs
and health insurance.
Yeah, You have health insurance?
Yeah, bro.
What's that like?
It's pretty fucking wonderful. I've had health insurance my last 2 weed jobs. Yeah, man. I had a 401k at my last one.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Do you have health insurance? No. Fuck. Yeah, bro. I remember the day I lost my health insurance. I was just like, oh, and then now every day that I haven't had health insurance, I mean, I'm pretty sure I have health insurance.
I'm sure
Medi-Cal.
your wife has got it covered, bro.
Yeah. She's like,
think you're good.
She's like, we've had health insurance the past 4 years.
It's never lapsed.
Yeah, you just didn't know.
You playing any dope games?
I just picked up Divinity Original Sin 2. Started replaying that. The Ascent was pretty cool. But other than that, I'm waiting for Back for Blood, and then I'm also waiting for there's Back for Blood's coming out, and there's also one more that's coming out that's supposed to be really, really the new Diablo, and then also Diablo Resurrected.
Did you play the
beta? Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
It also reminded me how fucking hard that game was.
Yeah, well, it's like the thing I noticed too is like, oh yeah, this is still a game from 2005, whenever it was. It looks better.
Yeah,
it's still like no quality of life adjustments. Still hard as shit.
So
they don't
fucking
tell
hard.
you what keys you need to hit to open up your menu. Thankfully, it's like in most games, C is character to pull up like what it's equipped.
Oh yeah,
so,
you're playing on
mouse and key. Yeah,
oh,
but
wow.
they don't tell you any of that shit.
Yeah, no, Diablo 2 was unforgiving. It was like, oh, you don't know how to play this game? Well, fuck you.
Yeah, and the best part is I'm very new to Diablo. forgot that everything, like if you restart or whatever, like the map moves, everything moves.
Yeah.
So like I was like, went to do the very fucking first quest, got lost, like did a map circle around the whole fucking thing twice, finally found like the den, and then like I had to go eat or whatever, and I came back and started playing again, and everything was fucking gone. I had to find it again.
Yeah, I vividly remember my cousin playing Diablo 2 when I remember being a kid and that game being out and playing it. That's mostly why I played it, is because of the like nostalgia.
Like PlayStation 1 or is it PlayStation 1? Yeah.
On PC.
Rad. My dad had it on PlayStation. And that's like my only like Diablo experience before like this really.
My cousin was making money off Diablo
Like
back in the day.
selling items?
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking crazy. Because the only way you could really, I mean, like internet was so new, you know what I mean?
Yeah, people were making money off of selling the Ring of Jordan. It was something you could get, and you could sell it for like real fucking money, and people were spending a lot of it
It's
to get
crazy
this
that
fucking
they had
thing.
that player marketplace back then.
Oh, it was a problem.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know like in Counter-Strike it became a legit thing, and then like the gambling sites were popping up, and like streamers were getting popped for like getting kids to gamble on these rigged sites,
Yeah,
shit like that. It's fucking wild.
it's wild. It's crazy to see how much video games has changed. Like, I was talking to someone else that was like, I think the reason I'm such good memory going around cities and driving, especially new cities, is because of how fucking much I played Grand Theft Auto. Like when you drive around, you have to learn the new cities. Like you just kind of figure out landmarks.
Yeah.
I mean, that's with anything, but specifically
Especially
now,
in the older ones, like
yeah.
where the map's hard to access and
Mhm.
like it's so fucking small compared to everything.
Mhm.
No, I just played Vice City again.
Really?
I since I got the PC dub and the modding hella games, and so like I was able to bring it up and have like pretty accurate graphics and like fix so I can like move the camera when I'm driving, like shit like that.
Does your girl ever bug you or like try to talk to you or try to get your attention when you're playing video games?
2 headphones.
Oh,
No, she's on her phone. Like we like watching stuff usually.
okay.
She's like huge into like binge watching series.
Oh, okay.
But we watch stuff together too, so it's like a relatively decent balance. I'm sure she wouldn't say it's decent balance,
Yeah.
but
My wife
it's sufficient.
will she'll see me start playing video games and she'll start talking to me.
Yeah.
Like it's this I don't know. I feel like she's doing it on purpose. Where it's like she's like, "Oh, he's engaged with something. His attention is
My turn.
not on me." And
Yeah.
then like she'll be like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like,
Like it wasn't before. We were both looking at our phones.
yeah.
now matters. Yeah, yeah.
She will put her phone down.
It's like what is it? It's the sound of the beep. The beep.
Pavlov's.
PlayStation
Oh
turning on, dude.
yeah.
It just sets them off. Like
It's
a
like they
dog
know,
whistle.
dude. They know. How was Schultz?
Oh, dude, it was sick. It was so much fun. It was dope being able to go to like a show and be around people laughing again.
Mm-hmm.
It was so rad. It was at the Orpheum. I've never been. So that theater's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was cool. We were like up in the balcony, but it was perfect. Saw everything, heard everything. It was sick.
Post and smash.
Yeah. Fucking
Fuck
killed
yeah,
it. Yeah, man.
It's great to see Derek. Just getting better. You know what I mean? Him moving to Texas, him getting all the camps. You know what I mean? Like he's on his way.
Yeah,
I'm very
and,
stoked.
like very funny. It's been fun to see him like do like either like open up shows like in the main room or the OR or like be the late spot to now like opening up for shows in like a packed out theater.
Yeah, you were
And
saying
sold out like multiple shows.
you were saying you reckon you respect the people that have to open up theaters the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, man, because everyone just wants to like either just came from dinner and had already drank or is just going to buy their drinks. So like no one's fucking focused. Everyone's like trying to find their seat or talking to their friends or just still getting there, going to the bathroom. Like so, you're pretty much like preaching to like everyone's running around. No one's listening. But but then you still have to go. You still have to deliver your 5.
Yeah.
With all like the same beat the whole time, and eventually at the end, the last like 3 minutes, like the first 2 minutes were chaos. Last 3 minutes, people were listening.
Yep.
Because you kind of really you keep going.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to command the room.
He was just giving them. He was
Yeah.
getting them. It's called getting them used to jokes.
Yeah. So it was like the first 2 were kind of like, and then boom.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh shit, you're getting their attention.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool to see, like I said, especially with that many people in a theater.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
so used to seeing clubs.
the store being like a door guy and getting those cold opening spots, I think that's it helps you. That's when I say like, it's a college or blah blah, there's a lot of learning experiences. Says, yeah, man, like you get those 5-minute opening spots, you just get used to opening a cold room. You just get used to opening a cold room, because then, if you're anyone else and you're not used to opening up cold rooms, and the first time you ever open up a theater is the first time you're ever opening up a cold room. That's gonna fuck with you because it's so discouraging because you're not used to being like, oh shit, am I just bombing? And it's like, no, you got to get everyone's attention. People are sitting down, like you said. You're like, people are ordering drinks. Like it's a whole, it's a definitely a learning experience. Yeah, and Derek's one of those guys where he's just done it so much that, yeah, he's fucking like, oh, I'm gonna get them. Yeah.
That was rad. And I'm sure like being in Texas, I think it's where he's been for the most part, right?
Yeah.
Like having full clubs and stuff has been dope and like an awesome practice.
Yeah.
We're out here, like I know, like I haven't been to the store really since everything's been packed out, but I know they're selling out. But are they at full capacity, or are they still kind of doing like 75%?
They're about like 85.
Cool.
They're not.
So
like,
they're getting there.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it's definitely interesting because I know for a while she was booking. At the beginning of it, she was booking comics. Emily, she was booking comics that were getting up. That were still like getting up during the pandemic, you know what I mean? Like as safe as possible, you know what I mean? But like, they weren't like
on like well-known shows for the most part, like
or like they're at least doing stand-up, not like Zoom shows or like just like cold turkey. You know what I mean?
Sharper, yeah. A little more practiced.
Yeah, exactly. People are still kind of like working towards it, and still doing it, which is great because there was a lot of people that. Man, there was like 2 or 3 months after I feel like things were starting to open up where people were like, yeah, man, I'm just getting back into it. I'm like, you haven't done stand-up in a year and a half?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I couldn't fucking imagine, dude.
Yeah, I can't.
It's probably like fucking not smoking weed for a year and a half and smoking weed again. Like how much it just throws you off completely. You're like, oh, I'm fucked up. I'm fucked. You get up there and just bomb immediately. Take a fat bong after a year and a half of not smoking, you're fucked.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, it's like getting worse. I'm fucking spitting out, bro.
Oh, you blitzed right now? Oh my god, this was such a great podcast too. Because usually the podcast is our guest is here, and then I'm talking to them. We catch up, all this jazz, and JP just like chats a little bit and asks the questions. So he usually just eats a bunch of edibles and is just relaxing and having fun. You know what I mean? Cruising. But today it was just like, oh, I fucked up, so I need you to talk for 30 minutes. And you're just like, oh, I took 500 milligrams before this. Oh man, dude, that's great. There's nothing like being so high that you give up and apologize in the middle of the conversation.
I have to let everyone know.
I've done that. That's definitely a level of highness where you're just in public and you're just talking to people. You go, everybody, I just want to let you guys know I'm extremely fucking high right now. And I just want to let you guys all know the level I'm on. And then you just go back and they're just like, whoa, he made an announcement.
The best part is like all of our friends for the most part like understand it. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
See you in 5 minutes.
Yeah, Frank's peaked Frank. Yeah. JP's peaked JP dog. And this is peaked. No. It's yeah, man. Getting fucking blitzed. I got to see someone. It's fun seeing because we get stoned all the time, but it's fun to see like where you're like, oh, you got because I feel like when you're smoking so much weed all the time, you're chasing that like I haven't been this blasted in such a long time, right? Because you're always constantly hitting the new threshold, right? And then every once in a while you fucking blow that threshold.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of that too is finding new terpene profiles and new terpene mixtures because like the effect is so different behind it. Because like certain hazes or sativas will kind of like hang out behind your eye and they make you feel higher than you are. For the most part, because you'll smoke and you're like, oh man, my eyes are kind of shut, and I'm like way in my own head, like, and it could be a little less percentage than it's like some of these indicas that make you maybe more physically relaxed.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But you're so in your own head and feeling it that you're like, well, this is it, I'm fucked up.
Yeah, I think I want to start doing more edibles.
Yeah,
like I've been hitting 100s, 120s. I want to start jumping to 150s and 2s. Just because I want to give it a try, I want to take that dance. The smoking's fun. I love getting stoned, but I'm really into this new fucking the people are always like, I don't like edibles because it gives me that sense of dread or I get terrified. I'm like, I kind of like that. Yeah. Like last night, Hannah was getting ready to go to bed and I jumped in the shower. But before I jumped in the shower, I just ate the rest of these edibles we had, it was like 50. I was like, I'll just take it. I took 50 because I was like, I'd take 50 all the time, right? Ate the 50, took the shower, got out of the shower, and Hannah was like, you ready for bed? And I was like, oh, we're going to bed? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess I'll go to bed. So I'm just laying down. And, when I go to bed, I usually fuck around on my phone and play video games. So I'm playing Magic the Gathering Arena. Shout outs MTG. What?
On your phone or on
my phone. Yeah, I've spent like $3,000. No, I
bro. The Pokemon Go shit got me real.
Oh, yeah. But so they have, you could do drafts. So I'll draft. And I was playing for fucking like 30, 45 minutes, an hour goes by, and all of a sudden I just feel the room go. And I was like, oh shit. And I was like, I think it hit me. And then I like stayed for a little bit and I kind of felt like I was moving and I was like, oh, okay, I'm fucking lit right now. And it was definitely one of those I had to like take a breath, but I was like, that was fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it's always like there's always that moment very frequently for me where like I have to like slowly like inhale through my nose, count to 6, and like exhale through my nose, count to 6. It's at least once an edible.
I think I've caught you doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I just have to take a second, bro.
Yeah, that's
You snap right back.
Have you never smoked weed at all? Never? Was it like a specific reason? Are you like Mormon?
I seem like it, right? No, it's just a lot of substance abuse stuff runs in my family.
No, I totally get it.
Totally.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Our family too. Look where we are.
Yeah, dog. I feel like this was meant to be. Bro, we have a new goal. No, I'm just kidding. It's like 3 months later, he's got fucking dreads. He's just a Rastafarian.
Chet Hanks.
Yeah. Yeah. That's our other podcast, Substance Abuse.
Bro, I've been watching these fucking, speaking of Mr. Hanks, I've been watching these fucking Access Hollywood or Inside Hollywood, like around the round table discussions.
Oh, yeah.
They're basically podcasts, but they have like elite actors all sitting around, like people you wouldn't expect sitting around just talking to each other. Like, it's the dopest shit, dude.
Oh, no, it's great.
I
You
watched one
learn
the
a
other day.
lot.
Yeah, it was like Shia LaBeouf talking to Tom Hanks.
Shia LaBeouf's fucking so,
and, like,
that one's
Adam
so good.
Sandler, and it was like, oh, dude, this is an awesome conversation, like an hour long of them just like talking about how they enjoy parts of each other's work, and like where it was so fucking cool.
Well,
bro.
because we also like, I don't know if you think this way, but me, I do, because I'm an idiot, I'm always just like, oh, they act, so all of the actors know each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like but then you forget that, yeah, most of the people don't know, you know, they've never worked with each other, or it was the first time they worked together, you know, and so to see those conversations, you're like, oh shit.
And it's cool to see him like genuinely be excited to listen to someone talk. Like
Yeah.
there are moments where like Tom Hanks was talking and Adam Sandler was looking at him and like with like so much like genuine like not concern but like just like
Intrigue.
interest in what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, this is Tom Hanks. Like I've like
Well,
it was
because
sick.
it's also like we look at Adam Sandler and we're like, oh my God, it's fucking Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Like he's fucking amazing, which he is. He's amazing. But you also got to imagine what the point of view must be for Adam Sandler to look at a dude like Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well, then also another cool part is Jamie Foxx was the same thing. Talked about how he, when he was 18, would sneak into the Comedy Store to watch Adam Sandler do late night sets and stuff like that. So to like see Adam be like, oh man, that's fucking like it was so sick.
because it's also such a long time ago for Adam, where it's
Yeah,
like it's
man.
like me. It's like if anyone came up to me now and was like, I love watching your late night 1 a.m. spots, and I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I hate those.
Yeah.
Like it's such a sense of dread for me. And they're like, no, I love watching you work. And then you're like, oh fuck, you forget there's always someone watching, you know?
And there's fans out there who like what you're doing.
Yeah.
You just got to be genuine, you know?
Yeah, and inspirations. Listen, I don't want to. I'm not gonna say I'm inspiring the next Jamie Foxx, but no. That was always like a goal. That was something my mom said, and it was like, you being famous is great, and it was like, but being about something bigger than yourself. You know what I mean? Like to be able to inspire other people. Like, I might be able to meet George Lopez and talk to him, and that's one of those guys where I would just be like, bro, do you know how fucking big it is for me to meet you?
Yeah.
I watched your shit with my family.
Every night, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was culturally a big thing. Like there was very much so to talk to like a hero or a guy like that is it's big. It's that bigger than us kind of bullshit. Fucking Mexicans. You know what I mean? No. I remember when my mom pulled me aside when I was doing like a little bit better in stand up. She was like, "You remember you're speaking for a lot more people. You're speaking for the whole East Side home." And I was like, "All right, calm the fuck down, Mom. This isn't West Side Story. I'm just telling dick jokes." Did you hit it?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
quite stellar actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you
really
think?
enjoying it. Honestly, really, really fucking good. A lot of it has like that sweet like papaya like tropical like front to it, but then it finishes with like I think it's the wedding cake.
Mm.
It has this like very kind of gassy, creamy taste to it. But it's fucking good, man.
If we were gonna send a clip to Frosty's, sorry, Frost,
Frosty, I think.
Frosty.
That's what's like I feel bad because I know like the original was Frosty Nug Lady was like she was like the account who was doing like the original Frosty stuff.
Oh.
So like I understand. I think it's her company. I'm not super sure. That's why I feel like it's like really my first experience with their hash.
Yeah, so it is Frosty. Because I remember I went to the store and I was like, "Is it feeling Frosty?" And they're just like, "It's Frosty." And I was like, "Wait,"
because all their stuff on IG says Frosty.
because
But then some things say feeling. You're right. Say feeling Frosty.
well, because that was the thing is I did the video for them before, and then it was like I thought it was feeling Frosty.
Yeah.
And if it's not,
No wonder they never fucking called you
I
back.
feel like a fucking asshole. Also, they got to watch me struggle through opening the lids because I was a fucking idiot and also clearly a child. Do you know what I mean? And then now I'm like, oh, okay, now I figured out. Oh god, now I open the lids and I open them so easy. Every time I open them so easy, I'm just like, God, I was such a fucking idiot.
Remember when you used to rip all the punch wrappers off, like completely off? And came out, I was just like, what the fuck are you doing?
By the way, that was my Christmas every time. Are you one of those kids that takes off the wrapper and folds it neatly?
Fuck no.
Right?
But I do rip it from like the seams. I don't just like rip like a random piece and like tear it.
No, I go straight through.
I go where the fold
you
is.
go through the box.
It's easier to go through the fold, fool.
That just shows you how much toys I didn't get often because I was just ravenous about it. I was just so stoked that I was getting something. I was like, oh, what is it?
My family, we had a big ass family, but it was always one present at a time.
Ah.
Everyone sat there, like even in with my Cuban family.
What?
Actually, I fucking just lied. My Cuban family. It's like, oh, here's all your shit.
That's great. See, I respect that in a family.
Yeah.
You know, this weight shit.
Yeah.
What is one like gift that you got that like stands out for you?
Oh, dude, my GameCube.
Really?
That was it.
How old?
Like that was the one. I was like, I think I was like maybe like 6th grade, maybe or whatever. But it was just like it was the beginning. It was like my first console. You know what I mean? So it was like I played Zelda, I played Mario Kart, I played fucking like Super Smash Bros. Like it was like Super Mario Sunshine, like all that shit. Like that was the beginning of it all, bro. That was it. I got a bike at one point in time.
I got my dad bought me my cherry red Fender Stratocaster. I was in high school. We were sleeping in my grandmother's living room at the time, and then I remember my dad was like, because we just got kicked out of the apartment we were at, and I remember my dad was just like, "Hey man, you know, this is gonna be a tough Christmas," and I already kind of knew what it was. I was like, "Yeah, man, we're sleeping in grandma's living room." You know what I mean? Like I'm in high school. Yeah, I get that it's gonna be a rough one. Yeah. And then I remember I woke up and he had put it in the air mattress that we're sleeping on in the living room, or I was sleeping on. He was on the couch. He put the guitar next to me, so when I rolled over on top of it. And then I woke up and I woke up and everyone was in the living room and I'm like, what? Why is everyone staring at me? And then I rolled over and I rolled onto it and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, it was great.
It's kind of how my dad gave me my first Playboy.
Is he?
It was fucking. I was in high school and I went and saw like a UFC fight at a movie theater. Like they were like putting him like it was like Brock Lesnar, Cain Velasquez. Like they were doing
like they were playing it in the movie theater.
It was live.
I'm
like,
a fucking idiot.
Review. Yeah,
I thought it was like such a old fight, like young in their careers that they were just. It was an MMA fight in a theater.
No. It was like UFC 1 something or whatever.
Our guest is here.
But fuck yeah.
Do you want to wrap the story up real quick?
My dad gave me a Playboy. It was fucking sick.
All right, so we're going to pause, and I'm going to grab that guy.
Hell yeah, bro.
Hey, what's up? Welcome back. Welcome our guest, Zach Miller. Hey.
Yo, what up, party people? There's so many we're all ISO'd, so I could be like, what up, party people?
Yeah. Oh, my God, you look like such a G in just that angle. Jesus Christ.
Dude, I don't just look like a G. It seems like something's happening. And then it buzzes again?
That's when it's ready. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it'll buzz one last time when you know it's done, but you can just keep ripping.
I do.
This is what the kids are talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That they show up to my shows with these PUFFCO jammies and just get wild.
You know, they're the best, especially like in indoor smoking. Like
but dude, you're blowing wax all night, huh?
Yeah.
Some motherfuckers are blowing through like a gram of wax and
rosin.
shit.
Yeah, this is some rosin, but yeah.
Well, it depends
a lot of
on
people smoke BHO,
yeah, it depends on how much you like. Me, I'm fucking I'll blow through a gram in 2 days.
Yeah, Frank rips.
Dude, that's fucking borderline cocaine habit life, bro.
Whoa, we don't need
with
to.
the price point. Yeah, it
I'm saying if you were paying retail, which
No,
thank
I
the
mean,
load you ain't.
If you know a guy, punch extra.
Weedmaps is
But
Frank's
not
guy.
this episode. Frosty.
Every time I go to a shop like to pick up some herb, I get reminded what my habit would cost if I was paying retail. That's like, oh my god.
No, I did that shit.
Like
once
if I had
too.
to pay for like shop prices with all these excise taxes for everything I fucking
smoke.
blow, oh my god.
Yeah, dude, I fucking went and got picked some of the laughing gas, the Joey Diaz weed.
Mm-hmm.
$65 before tax, so it was like $80 after.
Yeah,
Essentially.
dude.
It was fucking wild. It was great weed. I mean, it's probably some lemon cherry gelato. It's a lot of stuff. It's in the bay, I would argue, but it was good.
I got
That's
some
fine.
edibles for you. Usually when I don't give the guest the wrong address, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, dude, I pulled up and I was like, yo, I was like,
Lights
did
are off.
Frank book Jackass as well? Because I was like, if an old homie's going to give me a bunk address, I hope it's for a fucking prank show credit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god. And it was so funny because we got here and I was just like, oh fuck, I forgot the Q-tips. And I was like, well, you know what? At least we got everything else. You know, everything else is good.
So-
And then you text me and I was like, no.
I can't believe that
It's
didn't
because
come
I'm
up.
so 1,000% in all my shit. You're like, there can't be a problem with Zach getting here.
Yeah.
He would have re-asked if he knew we had a different studio, but I didn't.
Yeah. It was definitely one of those moments of like, now, like, I'm going to go home and just hug my wife and just be like, I'm sorry that this is what you have to deal. Like, I realize what you now have to deal with every day. But yeah, so I got you some edibles. You can take as
thanks,
much as
bro.
you want. Or
I
as
will
little.
take.
I
What are
took
these?
100.
Oh, they slang these at the vault. I've had these.
Each
are really
one's 10.
these are good edibles.
Yeah, the
10
wilds,
milligrammers.
yeah, they're good.
They reintroduce food grade terpenes, so they have a little more of like a like a little bit more of an actual cannabis effect. Like the indica ones should be more relaxing, and sativa are a little more.
Yeah, these are yummy, dude. Sometimes I eat edibles and they're not that tasty. I like when they're tasty.
Yeah, they get dangerous when they're tasty.
They're like one of the top selling edible brands in like name the state. They're
Mhm.
there. It's crazy.
I like these and
I'm all about pack.
Bacana gummies.
Yeah, those are good.
How many you take?
I took 100.
You ate the whole fucking
I
thing?
ate the whole fucking thing. Did I?
And how long does it take to hit you?
Did I eat the whole thing?
All right, listen, bro. I'll party with you. I'll
Oh.
eat 30 millis. That's like part. I mean, I smoke weed all day, but that's like being a beer drinker and then switching to shots. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I took the shots before.
Yeah,
so-
you're a
so-
fucking
no.
full blown like.
Yeah,
You're
they're
a monster.
they're hitting fully now. So, welcome to the show, man. It feels good to have you.
I watch this show a lot, and you are
Do you?
always so fucking blasted.
Hell
Yeah, man. This is me being responsible. This is how I figured out that this is how I was like, what's the best way to work without working? And I was like, this is it.
Yeah, but you worked your ass off to get to work without working.
Yeah, that's the goal, right? Isn't that the
I mean, that's the dream. That's why we all
Right.
come out here. Because if you could carve a path to your dream, you could fucking live it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we don't need to sit here and humdrum about all the sacrifices and bad times.
Nah, man, let's talk about the worst shit.
I'm
No.
just glad you're here killing it, dude.
Oh, I
with
appreciate
with
it.
this with the best joint roller in the comedy game
Yeah. When did
Yeah,
you
man.
meet JP? Was
at
it-
your taping
Was that the first time you met him?
in person.
But
I got
you've
to know.
seen-
I got to know him. You know, in the universe.
Yeah.
On the, you feel like you know motherfuckers when you see them on your screen enough after enough time.
Yeah, that's happened.
yeah.
That's happened to you a few times at the store. People will be like, "Hey, yeah,
Your aunt
oh
at your taping literally came
yeah,
up to me and just gave me a huge hug, and she's like, "I love the show."
oh yeah, yeah." People, yeah, Mexicans will touch you.
Hell yeah, man! It's all
Yo,
love.
I can't hear myself in my headphones, and I'd say it's the edibles, but it was like that before I took them. These aren't the type of edibles that get you high before you eat them, are they?
Instantly. It's like LSD. It leaches through the skin.
I'm just letting you know my head. I can't. If somebody has access to turning up my headphones,
You can't
please
hear-
turn
can't
them
hear
up.
yourself in your
I can't
snare?
hear JP, and he's kind of fucking low
fuck.
sexual with his voice game.
You do have a low, sexy voice.
And I mumble a lot.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm also fucking stoned, so it doesn't help.
Yeah, it's a weed podcast. Everybody's like a little low energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, who's high energy on weed? Right?
That's why I love weed shows. And I do this at least once a show where I'll just stand on the stage and be blowed as fuck and just say nothing
Yeah.
for like 4, 5, 10 seconds, as long as I feel like it, dude.
Mhm.
And I just let the audience be quiet with me. And I just tell them, I don't always need to make you laugh. I'm interesting. You could just sit here in silence and fucking soak me the fuck in for a hot minute, doggies.
That sounds like some shit that I would say to a woman in an argument. I'm dope as shit. I ain't gotta say something to you. I'm just gonna be quiet and let you soak this up. She's just like, all right.
I use the tactic on my wife. Dude, I used to drink and we would go at it, boy. And now just she drinks and I'm high as fuck and I just... You know what I'm saying? Sometimes saying nothing is better than saying a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
A lot of
saying?
power in
I'm just not, and also I'm not in a hurry. You know what I'm saying? It's always been a game of economy of words on stage,
Mhm.
but now with like adding like heavy cannabis use and the ability to use it while I'm doing stand up is like the economy of words has to go to a next level. You can't overpower people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta really connect. Lock ponytails, bro. That's what we're locking ponytails.
Oh, JP, what are we smoking on?
This one's gonna be. You picked it out. It was the GAC pack.
What
I've
the
never
fuck?
exactly. I'm not acquainted with it. I got to smoke it though before you got here. It's gonna be a papaya cake and then a strain called GAC melon. The GAC melon is one I'm really not familiar with. It's the breeder kind of kept whatever GAC is under wraps.
Fucking GAC sounds
G-A-K.
whack.
Yeah,
bro.
right?
That's scaring me, man. And it rhymes with my
all
name.
caps. Yeah, no, and like when you taste it, it tastes so fucking good. It
It
has
sounds
that.
like Nickelodeon made
It
it.
sounds like a noise that comes out of your throat when something bad is happening. You know what I mean?
It definitely a little close.
Like in a comic book, it's like GAC. All right, I don't know.
An expression.
That's right. How are we gonna play like games?
No, yeah, we yeah. We're gonna play like games.
Do we do like puff the PUFFCO? Like who can PUFFCO the most? You know what I'm saying? Or is this like an interview, or do we just sit here stoned and stare at each other? With
Oh
the
no, he's
cameras
gonna
on?
he's gonna ask questions. Do people not trust that he has the laptop out?
Yeah, I thought he was. Just
I feel like the laptop shows that we have stuff that
I thought
play.
he was just like scrolling Twitter or something. I didn't know there was gonna be production. Like I count on JP Noda for them big fat cannons. I ain't counting on him for heavy production game, but have at it, G.
It's all Frank, man. I'm just here learning.
Frank's a
bro.
fantastic producer.
You had to drive.
He
halfway
covers all
across
those little
town.
details, like where you're coming and stuff like that. No, I honestly said you're a fantastic producer without taking into account today. You know, and this is still a great show. I see all your content. It comes out fantastic. You are a great producer.
Yeah.
You just skip on details occasionally, but everybody fucks up on details, homie. Fucking, it's how you recover from mistakes that matters. It's not that you make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. But then you were on it, and then when I walked in, you handed me a motherfucking PUFFCO. You know what I'm saying? There's a bottle of water here, doggy. A detail that a lot of people fuck up on. You dig what I'm saying? So you just made a mistake. You're a great producer.
Frank doesn't forget anything. Been over it multiple times.
Frank's the motherfucking man.
I've
bro.
said that to JP. I was like, bro, I don't forget anything. And then like 3 weeks and 4 weeks in a row, it was like
some
small
pretty
things.
important
I was like, God damn it.
Maybe you got like a lot on your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, dude, there's only so much space on the hard drive, G. You know what I mean?
I believe it.
That's
Full
why
of
you
fucking
gotta
smoke.
do yoga and like exercise regularly and shit. Like I that's why I wear tracksuits, because I'm always at the gym. You know what I'm saying? Just keep my brain focused. And I take that alpha brain shit that Rogan sells
Do you?
It's just pretty fire.
all day, bro.
It's pretty gnarly.
Like
Just by itself?
Yeah, they're little capsules.
I usually have it for breakfast and lunch. It's like Nutri-Slim.
Oh.
Yeah. Just if that's all you have for 2 meals a day, you get fucking shredded and hella
Look
smart.
like Joe
dog.
Rogan.
Yeah, bro.
All right. See, I'm too high to the point where
You don't
now
know
I
if I'm
think
serious?
both of you guys are fucking with me.
I'm totally fucking. Fuck no, I don't do no alpha brain. fuck, dude? Alpha brain. That sounds ridiculous, dog. That feels like it's gonna turn me into that dog from that meme, that buff dog. Like, why would I want to drink that? That's like, I feel like that would be sold at a gas station next to the dick pills. Like, no
Have you ever
thanks,
done the
G.
dick pills?
Fuck no.
Have you ever done the dick pills?
No.
I want to meet the guy who does the dick pills.
There's guys that are
It's
doing the
funny.
dick pills, bro. They've had fucking primetime shelf space on every gas station in America for 25 fucking years. They're selling. Like, you don't put some shit on this, dude. I know about the retail game, homie, and you don't give shelf space to fucking something for 2.5 decades that don't move.
Because I remember looking at it and I'm like, bro, that's just a badly photoshopped lion next to a pill with just random shit in it. Because you look at it and you're like, I could see it looks like dirt in the pill. And then, but people are fucking on
it's
it.
either the best placebo game ever, which certainly getting amped to fuck probably makes you fuck better. You know what I'm saying? So there's the placebo angle, but then also, it's probably got like fucking some caffeine in it and shit. Yeah, it wakes you up. You're
B12 and
probably gonna
shit.
fuck better. Yeah, it's like a vitamin. It won't hurt you. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like clinically proven to give you a hard on
Yeah.
because it's sold at a gas station.
Unregulated supplements, dog.
Yeah, unregulated. You know what I mean? So, yeah, nah, dick. You know how I kept my dick working good into my 40s? I stopped drinking. My dick works better in my 40s than it did in my 20s.
Holy shit.
Just smoking weed, like, because I drank all the time in my 20s, bro. Whiskey dick is real.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Cocaine dick too?
Never got the yay dick.
Mm-mm.
Just didn't do the yay.
Me neither. Never did the
Passed up on the yay. Did it once in Ibiza, Spain, because I was
Oh,
in Ibiza,
I thought you
Spain.
said in a visa, and I was like, a car?
No, Ibiza.
Ibiza. Oh, okay.
Ibiza.
Spain?
España.
That's fine.
Yes,
fine.
Spain. I went there after college, and like the homies got some yay,
I
so we
think
did
that's
it off the back of a
appropriate.
toilet. You know,
Wait, you
gangster
did it
shit.
off the back of a toilet?
Yeah.
Like you just cut it up on the toilet?
4 guys in
Yeah,
a stall.
I'd never done yay before. So like the homie took me in the bathroom and chopped me up this little ass line. I was like, and I like fucking probably blew it
Blew half
out
of
as
it
much
out.
as I fucking did it. Yeah, I was scared of coke,
What-
especially like shady coke.
Was the bathroom clean?
I don't know, dude. I just drank a fucking 6-pack of Red Bull with a bottle of Stoli. Like, I don't
Yeah.
fucking, I don't know if the bathroom was clean. You know what I mean? Like, probably not. No. But like, this was fucking the year 2000.
This
This
is
was before 9/11, bro. Nothing was dangerous.
It's so funny.
You could do anything, bro.
That's the second.
I flew to Europe with a backpack.
Yeah, you can't do that shit. LA, the LAX, they had the signs today or yesterday that I saw that it was like, "Hey, don't fly with marijuana and all this stuff." And I was like, "What?" But I saw online that you can. Then I was just like, I wonder if they just have to say that.
Dude,
The
you
TSA
realize
might
there's
be-
like
Because it's still illegal.
certain people in certain positions that can like just do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
And there's ripple effects. Like some dickhead that runs the airport or something was like, hey, change that to don't have weed. I don't know why. Guy in Denver sent him 50 grand in cash. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, you don't know. Like, laws, what are laws?
I feel
Laws
like I'm-
aren't anything unless you have enough lawyers to pay to fucking get them enforced.
I feel like I'm talking to my mom.
What, is that how your mom talks?
Yeah, man, that's some
About
shit my
the
mom
law?
says at 18. You know what I mean?
Your mom's a smart fucking lady.
I
dog.
remember my mom would always be like, they're going to deport us. I was like, we were born in America. She was like, all that shit's just paperwork they keep in a building that could be set on fire. And I was
Goddamn
like,
right, dude.
What the
Or a
fuck?
server that could be deleted. She's on her
I
game.
was like, whoa.
Yeah,
That shit made me, that was like, okay. Yeah, it was pretty wild.
Yo, if your plans don't include reality, they're not plans.
Frank, what's the furthest you've ever traveled for a non-headlining set?
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Did you get paid?
Yes. I think I drove to like Vegas to feature is one that I've done. Oh, I've also driven the headliner to Arizona to feature, but I got paid well for that. You know what I mean? Almost killed us driving, but I still I still did it. Yeah.
That's impressive that you've respected yourself your entire career.
What do you mean?
Well, the fact that you've never driven out
I
of
was
town
expecting
for
some crazy
anything less
shit.
than like a solid
6 hour.
feature.
No, I mean I've definitely like I've but to where it felt like, oh, I'm driving so far for this. It was like there's been times where I've driven like a long way for a set, like with other comics, and I just wouldn't count that because it's like you're carpooling. It's like the experience, you know?
Yeah, that's not a commute. That's a party.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I wouldn't consider that to be.
Plus, you're a SoCal guy.
Yeah.
So like Temecula's home. Like
Yeah.
I'm from Pittsburgh, so I used to fly to Pittsburgh, to host
Yeah.
or to whatever. Like,
Oh well,
See
I guess.
family and stuff.
I
though.
guess.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're saying stuff like that, then San Jose. I've done that for San Jose.
Yeah. Homie saying come out.
Yeah. Or like, yeah.
What about you, Zach? Do you think Pittsburgh?
no, I mean I went to New York and just did guest spots.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I've done that too. Yeah.
I've done lots of comedy that cost me money. You
Oh
know what
yeah.
I'm
I mean, if we're
saying?
talking that, then every out of town spot I've ever done.
Yeah,
has
but I mean
cost
the
me money.
farthest I ever went to work for free was New York.
Oh, Venice.
Wait, where do you consider home now then?
Well, I mean, I don't mind the drive, but I think L.A. was home now. I never really considered Temecula a home. It was a place I lived. San Jose is like always gonna be like my home. You know what I mean? Like that's
What years did you live there?
Temecula, like
No, San Jose.
oh San Jose, 89 through when I was 17, and then 18 through 21 I lived in Temecula.
And then how old are you now?
31, 32. I'm 32.
So
And then-
where have you lived the last 10 years?
20. Oh, in Los Angeles.
Oh,
Yeah.
So LA's home.
Yeah, LA's home.
It's definitely your professional home.
Yeah,
has been
professional
your
home.
entire
Yeah.
career.
But like childhood home, San Jose. And then like,
Ah.
formative years, San Jose.
I thought you were from T-Mac.
Everyone always thinks like it's Temecula, but no, I graduated high school. I went there my senior year of high school.
So when I met you, and
That was
you
when
were
I was
working
first
at the
starting
Pachanga
comedy.
Comedy Club.
I was literally just working there just to work there because I didn't want to go to college.
So you were 19 years old?
Yep.
I remember when you were bald.
Checks out.
That's one of the things I loved about you. You were like, Frank had the type of 19-year-old face that commanded respect. Because he looked fucking 40. This guy must be really good at what he does, man, because he's, no fucking grown 40-something-year-old man would be doing this unless he's a professional.
Nah, man. Oh, bro, I was just like college. I couldn't do it, dude.
It's a
And-
smart play.
It was fun. It was so Pachanga, when around the time we were meeting, their social media department was kind of a thing. So they were still figuring out Twitter and like YouTube, all this
Mhm.
shit. My boy was getting like a crazy 6-figure job, right?
From the casino?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he quit to move to Los Angeles, and then I'm trying to play footsies.
Yeah, no.
He
dude,
was
do what
like,
you gotta do.
you should come with me, and then you can do comedy stuff in LA. So they offered me his job at that time, and then I turned it down to do stand up and moved to LA.
My
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. But I remember telling my dad that
6 figures is something hard to walk away from, bro.
Yeah.
And they fucking and the culture when you work with people like that keeps you spending that fucking money so that you
Yep.
can't quit.
Yeah. And that was the thing. I worked there long enough to know that. I
Yeah.
watched servers. I watched, everyone there could work in the food industry at Pachanga could work there, make an insane living. Dude, there were servers that had like houses, just them and their kids. They were just like, and they were just serving breakfast at the Pachanga.
Dealers that
yeah.
hustle at some of those casinos make 5 G's a week.
Dude. To the point where they made so much money, it was especially dealers. They would make sure they would check your credit and everything to like, because you're around money all the time. They want to make sure no one's anyone's at risk to get fucking greedy. But dude, there were servers and dealers I knew that were just fucking killing it.
Yeah, dealers really. I don't know about the
Mhm.
servers, but
They would just they just make a lot of good money. The tips were insane.
yeah, and those places are busy as fuck.
Yeah, especially
Crazy busy.
the golf course that I worked at. We were the opening staff there.
Oof.
Yeah. By the way, everyone got promoted except me. I just want to put that out there. I don't know if there's a hashtag we could start.
Shout out to the OG Pachanga golf team.
Yeah, dog.
The guys who all got promoted and are hopefully still there. You play golf?
I do. The golf people that I knew coming up still work there, I think.
Hell
Most
yeah.
of the servers still live in Temecula. But
yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a very
It's
interesting.
like the greatest small town hometown ever, bro.
I mean, we could.
It's fucking. It's an hour from the coast.
Yeah, but
like
everyone that
I'm
lives
from
there
York. My
never-
family's from York, Pennsylvania. I know what a real small town, no town looks
Yeah,
like.
yeah, but they're all. Anyways, there's a reason I left immediately.
Damn, dude, people did some foul shit to you. In
There was a
old
fucking
T-Mac,
there was a
bro.
border patrol station like
That's a good point.
right there, and I remember just getting stopped all the time. And I was like, "Fuck this!" place."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because we lived behind the reservation, so it was like where all the trailer parks were. It was just nice double wides where my mom and my stepdad lived. So when you would drive through like this wooded area and stuff, so it's like, just a bunch of Mexicans in a car coming out of the fucking back area. You know what I mean? Of course,
Like a pinch point for fucking
100%. Yeah.
Damn.
I'd be like, "What's up, man? Hey, Steve." You know what I mean? It'd be like, it's us. Shit like
No
that.
wonder your mom was scared of getting deported. She moved you into the hottest deportal porthole in the fucking land.
Yeah. She was like, "Don't forget your wallet, otherwise it's gonna be a long walk."
Yeah, maybe you guys could have kicked it in like Banning or something.
Ew.
I'm just saying. Like, there's whackness all over the IE. If you're paranoid about getting deported, why'd you move next to the fucking border crossing or the checkpoint? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like selling drugs next to the police station, bro. My homie in high school sold drugs across the street from the police station.
Never suspect it.
Huh?
They'd never suspect it.
I guess. Or they're just, they're cops.
And they just take a smoke break for a second and just stare across the street a little too long.
And I don't think, he wasn't like a kingpin or anything. There weren't like multiple Mercedes parked out front or anything. Nobody was drawing any heat in the Civic. You know what I mean? Sorry.
Frank,
Did you guys space out?
Oh no,
Yeah, you're supposed to pretend laugh when I say something and laugh. And even if you don't think it's funny, dog, for studio quality, just pretend to, see, there you go. There's that fake laugh. I was looking
We
for.
put him in after.
That's a real laugh.
Oh, do you guys have fucking you
Laugh
laugh
tracks?
track this
Yeah.
bitch? That's what's
Real
up.
hard.
For clips, I've laugh tracked things before. There's nothing wrong with that. Not for a stand-up show though. I can't laugh track a
I
stand-up
want to make
show.
a comment, but I'm not
Don't.
gonna. What's the next?
Zach, which historic dictator would you want to do mushrooms with? And do you think you could guide them to a breakthrough moment?
Wow. Vladimir Putin. Because he's still got his hand on the scale.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna fucking have the balls to do fucking mushrooms with a goddamn dictator, there's not a lot of good options. I was thinking about it. I ran it through my head. I checked in with the board of directors. Who is it? We're talking I don't want to do mushrooms with Hitler. That guy's a fucking lame. Fucking
Yeah, he doesn't seem like a fun person. to
Yeah,
do
like
drugs
who would have
with.
been who's a fun dictator? I don't know, maybe Trump. Who's a fake dictator, but like he's in that zone. Kim Jong-un, he'll get you like. I feel like
Yeah, he would trip too hard and everyone would get murdered.
Just kill the country.
Yeah,
Maybe Xi Jinping.
I feel that.
I don't know, cause Vladimir would definitely lead to a bad trip. But like the Chinese premier,
You know
that
what?
might be fun. We
Sad-
don't, cause we won't speak the same language. Oh, he speaks English. He's
Saddam
got to.
Hussein.
Saddam Hussein.
Because you know what I mean? Like he had like golden shit all the time. Like he'd be the kind of a guy where like I feel like you do mushrooms with him and he like would look at and just be like, you know what? I'm gonna do this shit different. You know what I mean? I think
he would be like, do you want to cut some watermelon with this Babylonian sword, bro? I have a 6,000-year-old sword. You want to fucking chop up some shit with it?
Yeah. I feel like he's got a lot of ridiculous toys.
Hey, you want to shoot some scuds of that pile of civilians over there? But that's like every dictator. I don't like, who's the cool dictator? I don't know one.
I'm just saying, I think he's got the most toys.
Kim Jong-un guaranteed he's like the guy who flew over Dennis Rodman in a Potcoin t-shirt.
Yeah, but I
He's
feel
a
like
kid who grew up on American culture. He's got to have more fun toys for us than fucking Saddam Hussein.
yeah, that might be true if you think about it. He
And
might
probably,
yeah.
Probably has a video arcade. He probably has a movie theater.
If he's
he
willing
probably
to
has-
Shit from your
take
childhood.
electricity, yeah, he's willing to take electricity from all the other parts of his country to fucking fund his like fun arcade. Like it's got to draw a lot of power.
He has a Dave and Buster's. Everybody knows that. Kim Jong Un has a Dave and Buster's at the crib. You didn't know that?
A Kim and Oons.
Hey, wait.
Un and Kim's?
There,
All right.
there's a pun there.
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
tried to think of it before you did. I just couldn't think of it either. But facts, he has a Dave and Buster's.
What's our time at? Just so.
508.
Oh, okay,
You
cool.
want to just keep rolling through them?
Yeah, let's keep rolling through.
Yeah.
His
sounds good.
edibles are starting to kick in.
Yeah, probably a little bit. Frank, what was a toy or an item that you used to collect as a kid? That you used to have as a kid that's now collectible and worth a ton.
Oh man! First off, all the first generation Pokemon cards, I had those all the time. Also, I remember in high school in San Jose, my high school was across the street from 7-Eleven, or my middle school was across the street from 7-Eleven. They sold Magic the Gathering and Pokemon cards, and I would buy the packs there. And I remember I'd open them before school and after school, and I just vividly remember getting cards that are now worth money, and I'm like, fuck. Aside that, like toys, the Jurassic Park truck I remember I had like a lot of the X-Men like unopened boxes. My cousin also did a lot of like kept unopened boxes. He was like a collector and shit. And my other cousin, this is kind of fucked up. My other cousin would sell me his toys he didn't like and that he didn't want to play with. And then eventually after he got me for like $30, my grandma was like, "What are you doing?" and like made him give me the toys that like he just didn't play with eventually. Cause like I was just like giving him money and then like my grandma was like, "What the fuck, man?" Yeah, I was getting hustled out of but yeah, it was pretty funny.
That's
Older
love.
cousin?
Yeah, he's dead now, so
R.I.P. homie. You
who
taught
went?
Frank a
No, I'm
good
just
le-
kidding.
you taught Frank- That's
No,
a good lesson.
He was my favorite. I love him. I have a tattoo. We have matching tattoos.
That's
Well,
good.
his isn't matching anymore, but yeah, no, we have tattoos.
It's probably still there.
No, they cremated him.
Oh, Jesus.
I remember this. This is how dark, but I remember how funny this was. I remember we were at the funeral and we were all getting ready to go in, and my aunt goes, "Hey, don't forget your cousin." And the way she said it, it was just so funny because I had to get him out of the back seat because he was still in like a nice wooden box. And I just remember being like, "Oh yeah, I gotta go get him." And I was just picking him up and I was like holding him and I was like, I got him. Like it was just funny,
Yeah.
you know. I don't know, maybe that's just a comic mind. Where I was like, I
I'm
have
too
a
high
buck,
for death jokes, bro.
Oh, damn.
Especially about people like that. I
Family?
don't know.
Oh,
That's your cousin. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
think it'd be
that's
on no
hysterical.
videotape laughing at your cholo cousin. So your other cholo cousin can be like, "Yo, that fool in the tracksuit was way off, eh?" I don't need any of that. I'm already getting ready to go do mushrooms with Vladimir Putin right now, bro.
hilarious.
I don't need any more danger in my life.
I got a
Thank you,
cousin that's
though.
gonna watch this clip and be like, "You know what? Tell that fool I respect that shit, dog." Tell that fool he cool with me.
Yeah.
Now I have so many cousins like, "Who the fuck is that?" They're like, "None of us in our family sound like that, you piece of shit." Okay.
That was me. I guess that was me being racist and stereotypical.
No, you're Jewish.
When
You
you
can't
said-
be racist, dog.
Facts. Well, not facts, but because I'm Jewish and of a certain mindset, it's tough for me to be racist. There's definitely some racist Jews out here thinking they're white. Facts.
Mm.
That's the trick. They want you to think you're white. You ain't white, bro. Because if you're Jewish, like the way I was raised is like defend all treat. I'm pretty baked. Hold
Are
on.
you the Hebrew Hammer? Holy shit.
No, my little character was Hebrew Thunder. I did a rap album. When I first started smoking like gangs of weed and had the ability to produce things, that was one of my first projects was Hebrew Thunder.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I wrote a song called Jew Magic. It's available on Facebook.
In the marketplace.
No, it's not for sale, doggy. It's just like you can Google it and there's a
It's on
post
there.
somewhere. It's just on there.
I
Search
posted
it.
it.
Yo, try and bust 2,000 views for a brother. You know what I'm saying? I was saying something important. Oh, no minority is safe unless all minorities are safe.
That's a good one.
That was the way I was. That was the way I was raised. And it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Makes a whole bunch of fucking sense. Because if you're smart and you know history and you're Jewish, you realize that trust, when they get done with the rest of the motherfuckers, we on deck. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they're going to get rid of all the Browns and then have all the whites and the Jews and be like, it's okay, you can stay. Fuck no! You know what I'm saying?
It's just a matter of
Yeah,
time.
dude, that's what the whole fucking evangelism thing is. Like, that's why it always made me freak out. Nobody ever talked about it. George Bush was like a crazy Christian evangelist who believed in like the actual end times. And if you like believe in those prophecies, it's about like getting the Jews back to Israel. You know what I'm saying? For like the final showdown with the devil and Jesus or whatever. And like part of that story is you need to like have the Jewish homeland. It's just whack shit, right? But it played right into like the US going into fucking Iraq, and that he was like corny and wanted to like avenge his dad because Saddam Hussein put a hit on his pops in the early 90s or something.
That was a big deal. People forget that.
People forget a lot of shit, bro. Like, time happened.
Yeah.
I remember the 80s, dude. I remember smoking ciggies at the mall, dog. If I remember smoking ciggies at the mall, 9/11 definitely happened. And the fucking Holocaust. So stop with your silly talk. Silly talk, people. This is the type of shit I talk about when I'm baked. You guys are so high right now. You're like, what's this dude doing?
No, I feel you.
I go on political podcasts high all the fucking time. And like bust up foreign policy game baked out of my noodle. A foreign policy game is pretty strong for a brother in a tracksuit with no undershirt, dog. I have the strongest foreign policy game of any dude that consistently rocks tracksuits with no undershirt, and that's on my name.
That's the craziest and very specific brag I've ever heard. That's such a very specific. I don't know
I'm
if
a very
anyone
specific motherfucker,
I don't know
dog.
if anyone can challenge that.
Well, I think you saw my favorite line. You're
Bring
like,
it.
These tracksuits only touch two things: chest hair and gold, baby. And
Facts.
I started dying. I was
Y'all are
like,
lucky
yeah,
I'm wearing
bro.
drawers right now. I mean, I gotta wear undies and socks just for functionality, but an undershirt, absolutely not.
Unheard of. Frank, which version of Tom Hanks would you want to date your mom?
Ooh. They're good questions. Did you write that?
Yeah.
It's a good question.
Definitely
really
not.
stoned.
You definitely don't want the castaway guy because he hasn't had sex in a while. So you know you're gonna be hearing that shit for a while.
But he was shredded, dog. You don't want your mom getting six-pack dick?
Yeah, it's also like you got to deal with like the post-traumatic stress of fucking whatever being stuck
Fair.
on an island
Fair.
is.
There's other options. I'm listening.
Yeah, who? You know what? The one where he's stuck in the airport. That's the one that I want.
We just watched that movie, The
Is it
Terminal.
Yeah, I'll take Terminal, dude.
Fucking Russian Tom.
Yeah.
All right.
There's so many Toms.
I'm going with Castaway Tom. I'm like, man, I want that motherfucker hungry when he meets my mom's pussy. You know what I'm saying? Beating it up. You don't even care about your mother. I hope she doesn't watch this, bro. She's trying to give you weak fucking architect Russian malnutrition stuck in a airport in love with another woman dick, man. I'm trying to give you my mom that fucking straight from the island, shredded, hungry for it with a ponytail dick.
The
You know
most
what I'm saying?
unrealistic part about the Castaway was that volleyball wasn't just a fucking hole with just the paint was just made to look like a vagina and just not absolutely busted in. You know what I mean? Like the fact that
You
it
think
wasn't
if it was more realistic, they would have addressed how he was busting nuts?
in that fucking volleyball, absolutely. He was fucking that volleyball. That's why he was so torn up when
That's
it fucking
clever.
That's why he was so torn up when that volleyball
Because
went
Wilson
away.
was also a male volleyball, so that makes it a homoerotic angle.
Wilson could be a girl's name.
Negatory. There's never been a dude named Wilson. And as a matter of fact, I think there's only one man named Wilson. It's that dude from that cartoon.
Would you bang a chick named Wilson?
I mean, yeah. If it was like somebody I'd bang if her name was something else, like, why not? Your name could be Gaboobabooba. I don't give a fuck what your name is if I bang you. What the fuck banging got to do with your name? Ooh, gabooba boo boo. Your pussy feels so good. Ooh, gabooba boo boo. Whatever, dog. Wilson. Ooh, Wilson, you got that good pussy, bro. I can say that. I can say those words as long as they're true.
That's what they didn't talk about. Dog Wilson had that good pussy. That's why he was so torn up.
You're stupid.
Wilson! That's the sound of a man losing the thing that he gets to come in. He was just mad he couldn't.
Man, dude.
He went from coming into a dope, comfortable volleyball with a personality to just jerking off into the fucking ocean.
Nah, man. Maybe he fucked one of them fish. He could have fucked one of. Did they have wild boars in Castaway, or was it just fish? I can't remember. Is that another island show or
I
movie?
can't
I haven't seen
remember.
Castaway in forever.
All I can picture is him chucking that spear from like 50 feet away and hitting it in Act 2.
Yeah, that was great.
It was thug, bro.
What time are we at?
5:18.
All right, perfect. Anything you want to plug?
Oh man, dude, that was hard laughing, Frank. That's that good stuff, bro. I'm like worn out.
Yeah.
I don't like dab and edible that hard, man. It's mostly like smoking weed. I'm pretty fucked up right now.
It's a fun show, right?
Yeah, man.
Man, I don't feel out of control or anything.
No, but
Yeah.
it's it's a chill time.
It's a fucking fantastically chill time. It's the best show I've ever done, man. You're
Thank
an
you.
amazing producer, bro.
Hey.
You know what I'm not gonna bring up? The
Huh.
fact that I fucking had to go to that other address before I got here.
Yeah.
But it's all gravy, pimp. Because I'm here now and we just had some good laughs together. I want
This
you
is
to
great.
plug. I want to plug at Hemperor's Comedy. That's the shows I run. And Zach Miller, dog. That's my Instagram. I don't know.
Hell yeah, dog.
I'm playing with Adam Carolla Labor Day weekend in Catalina Island. So if you have a boat, get some tickets. My boat motherfuckers out there.
That'd be sick.
For them big dogs. Meet a brother on the island. So I can smoke weed on your boat. I'm worried it's gonna be shady about weed there.
Hilarious.
Oh, okay.
I hate
That's
it
all
when
I got.
places are shady about weed.
I mean, people that are selling booze, some of them are whack about it. I get it. I mean,
Yeah.
dude, if I was in the liquor business, I had a liquor license, I wouldn't want people smoking weed all over my shit. They can't drink as much. They can't, you crossfade. So they want to serve you as much booze as possible without you making a fool out of yourself or causing a problem. That's
Yeah.
the business.
Yeah, if only it could be like a culture of like a mix of like where the people that want to
It's-
drink get to
it's
drink.
starting.
Yeah, and the
It's
people that want to
starting.
smoke can just smoke.
I think in California, it's mostly like whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and if
'Cause
like,
I'm not a big drinker.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be okay. I'm pretty sure I'll keep my levels up all day, bro.
Hell yeah.
We'll
There's a
figure,
huge
we'll figure
crossover,
this
too.
out.
All right. I'll do the thank yous and stuff, and then we'll do this last question. Thank you to our sponsors, Punch Extracts and Punch Edibles, and what we used today, which was Frosty and Wild Edibles. I'm super baked. Thank you, Third World Podcast. Thank you, Peak. Thank you. Oh, wait. Fuck. Thank you, PUFFCO. That's the name of the sponsor. God damn it, Frank. Anyways, hey, thank you, PUFFCO. Thank you, JP. Thank you, Zach. Let's do this last question, and then we'll dip.
Frank, do you remember the worst heckle you ever got, and how did you respond?
The worst heckle I've
Worst
ever
as
done?
in most disruptive.
The most
That
disruptive.
like really threw you off.
Oh, that threw me off. I was really baked. I was in San Jose, and I was doing these jokes. The joke I was doing was about how if I'm gonna pay taxes, and then like let me pay more in taxes so they could so I get to pick who I get to deport, because I would work hard to deport a white family, just what I mean, to make things a little bit even, and that was the joke. And then
Solid premise.
great joke, solid promise. This fucking family, like 3 minutes later, this guy gets up and shouts something. I didn't hear what he shouted, and then he starts shouting, and then he starts screaming, and I don't understand what's going on. It's just a ruckus, and they kick him out, and they kick his whole family out. And then I finish my set, and then I'm upstairs. I'm like, what happened? They're like, the guy just got up and started screaming at you, and he's outside right now. He wants to fight you.
Oof.
And I was like, what? And apparently he was like upset that I joked about deporting an imaginary white family, because he didn't come out this evening to hear about white people getting deported.
Well, I'm sorry, pal.
He was
I
like,
didn't know you booked a private show. I didn't know it was your birthday party. Relax.
he was like, he's lucky. Our people gave his people freedom, and I was like,
here we go.
I was like, does he think I'm black? You know what I mean? And that made it even funnier because he thought I was a black guy, not a Mexican kid. It was just fucking hysterical.
Fuck.
But they told me I couldn't come out of the green room because he wanted to fight me. It was like him and his family, and I was like, that's hysterical.
There's no need for a problem.
It's all when people get upset at my jokes, like to the point where they want to fight me. That shit makes me laugh so hard.
I got heckled at the weed room recently at the vault.
In Palm Springs.
Yeah, but I like getting heckled at weed lounges. It's like getting heckled in a casino. I wish you would, bro. People strapped around here. You know what I mean? It's like the improv, dude. You'll get popped.
People are trying to enjoy the show, and if you ruin it, fucking
Well,
Hector
also,
might
like,
shoot you.
If you're a real security threat, there's real security threat resolvement here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you're not a real security threat, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like this guy actually didn't have to be, let out or anything, but he left in a huff. He bought tickets, right? He bought tickets to my show. And then I did this new joke about Ashley Babbitt. And I was like, do you think it's crazy that John Wayne Babbitt waited all these years to get the feds to pop his wife for cutting his wiener off back in the day? It's just a dumb Babbitt sounds like Bobbitt joke, right? It was a stupid joke. And this dude lost his shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say I'm glad that bitch got shot in the face. None of that shit. I didn't even make it political. Or assault this dead person in any way.
It was just
a dumb.
You're dumb and you mixed up the last name.
That sounds funny.
Yeah, that was it. It was just a silly stoner joke that bombed. But you don't need to get mad about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was damn, homie. Motherfuckers get triggered over this shit, bro. Yeah. And that's the funny thing. All the cuck talk, reflection. All the you're triggered talk, no, dude, you're triggered, homie. Now that it's all settled out, you know what I'm saying?
People are getting upset.
Dude, motherfuckers got brainwashed full hard. People with barely any ability to critically think have been flooded with insane amounts of hours of fucking incorrect information.
And people don't like being ashamed. And
Sure
they get
don't.
super embarrassed about it.
Sure don't, especially when you're supreme.
Absolutely.
When you're the supreme people, but oh no.
Can't be dumb.
Can't be wrong.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
I told you, dude, fuck, you got me into politics.
Hilarious.
You know what's funny? I got myself into politics. I fucking love it. I try and fight. I try and stay away from it. Thank you for letting me get a little
pleasure.
little bit of my politics too,
Thank
baby.
you. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, JP. Thank you, guys. Have a good night. Have a great, thank you.
Peace.